Hi guys, I'm Cordy and I have a street art sketchbook project for you today. It is not that kind of street art, it is literal street art. The other day I accidentally filmed the street while I was walking and turns out it looks pretty interesting. So I thought it would be cool to try to copy that into my sketchbook. So the tools to use for this are charcoal, a charcoal pencil, a normal pencil, white pastel crayons, and some green tones, and also some watercolor. So I'm going to start out with a sort of blue-grayish watercolor wash. It doesn't have to be super even. The pavement isn't super evenly colored either. And I'm going to drop in some pure black. So once I drop in that pure black, you can see the difference between the black and the blue-gray. So just as randomly as possible. Now with the charcoal pencil, I'm just gonna draw in a couple of shapes. Look at the picture there that I took then from the video. It's just sort of roughly the ends of the tiles on the floor there. You can use my reference image or just go whichever way. I'm kind of leaning on it, but I don't have my heart set on it. It's just sort of, I think that interlocking of those broken tiles looks really interesting. So one more up here and then one more down here. Some of them have space in between them and some of them don't. Okay, so there's one more. I'm going to add a couple of cracks here with the charcoal pencil. Now, if you look over on the reference picture there are some areas that are just completely dark. So I'm going to just pick a couple of areas there and darken them in with the charcoal pencil. That's my darkest dark that I have. It's a medium strength. So now in between the tiles, if you look up to the left there are a couple of cracks that are completely dark. So super fine cracks, and for those super fine cracks, I'm using the pencil. So the lines that our charcoal pencil makes are much thicker, and the lines that our pencil makes compared to that are like light gray and thin. So you can add a bit of a variation there and also use it to make those transitions, because if you look closely, there's sort of a gradient going on, and that's what the pencil is really helpful for. It makes it really easy to create those different tones, and that's what I find makes this bit of pavement so interesting in the picture and hopefully also as our drawing. Just rubbing that charcoal with the tips of your fingers also creates a good gradient. And here I have some more charcoal. It's a bit softer. It's just a charcoal stick, and it's really good to just get those sort of dirty smudges on the tiles. It's very easy to rub into with your fingers. It's a bit of a messy process, but also kind of fun. And you can also create some more darker areas here in our pencil shaded areas. Now to bring out those highlights, I use the white pastel crayon. If you look at the picture, there are some areas that are quite light. And again, it's a bit of a messy process using your fingers. Now keep on going throughout all the tiles, and really it doesn't have to be like on the picture. You can just come up with your own cracks and creases and smudges, and to be fully honest, it's quite a meditative process to go and fill that entire page. If you keep watching now, you see it kind of coming together. If you focus in on one area too much, it doesn't really look like a street, but as you go as a whole, it kind of, I find it comes together really nicely, and it's really fun to experiment with the cracks and the lines. Like up here, I experimented with a bit of a wavy pattern. So go ahead and experiment and have lots of fun with it. I decided I want to have a little bit of greenery in my picture as well. So I added some leaves, and they're really easy to do. Just take the darker pastel crayon and make a squiggly little shape. Then take the next one up, the mid-tone, and dip in there a little bit, making a few dots on top of that dark bit. And then the last one, the lightest one, another few lines here and there. And then with the pencil, you can shape out a few more details and add some darker areas. And here we go. This is our street art. Now I know this is not the real description of it. It's just a picture of a street. Street art is what you see walking around in the street, mostly made of spray paint, and those murals are awesome, pretty much all of them. So I just want to pay a little homage to that. So I'm grabbing my colorful pastel pencils and I'm gonna draw a little monster onto the street, and I want it to look like it's been put there with chalk. So the pastel crayons, they have this like chalky feel, so they're really good for this purpose. And yeah, maybe this gives you an idea of you doing your own street art in your sketchbook. Now this is only one example. I did another example where I used my markers on top of this image. It looks a bit different. The lines, they're a bit more sharp and the coloring is a bit more even. And also it has a little bit of writing. Obviously, that's popular in street art to do amazing writing. My lettering is not as elaborate, but maybe you love doing lettering. So that would be a really cool idea to draw that pavement and then add your lettering on top. Whatever it is that you create, I hope you have lots of fun doing it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon for some more sketchbook adventures. Have a great day. Bye.